All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to some impromptu Q&A during my Game Pass marathon. Today is Saturday, February 12th, 2022. Currently, my food is on order, okay? And it's Mexican food. That's what people voted for today's Feasting with the King episode. We'll talk about that in a second. It's supposed to arrive within the next 20 minutes or so, roughly. Of course, that's pending traffic and everything. So we'll see what happens, but I just finished playing two awesome games. We played Outer Wilds, which I played for about an hour. It was pretty fun to explore and get some more information about what you can find on these planets as you're exploring around. It actually was quite a fun game for the hour that we played. And then people wanted to switch it up, so we just played I Am Fish for almost 2 hours. First, we did the first piranha stage, which is cool. You're jumping up and biting pipes and things with your teeth and pulling them to fill rooms with water. And then we did the flying fish. And man, the flying fish was challenging as hell. Because you have to get momentum and dip and then jump out of water and then glide and land in the right spot. That was pretty challenging. And I would say both of those games are quite good. And I would consider playing them again. Either more future Game Pass nights, future Game Pass marathons, or maybe full playthroughs if we have openings down the line this year. If you guys would like to see them as chill playthroughs. Okay? All right, so first of all, people are asking me, what did I order? All right, what did I order Mexican food-wise? Because they're curious what's coming. So first of all, I ordered something that's supposed to be like a deluxe platter. What it is a little bit of everything that this restaurant kind of does. So there's carne asada, which is their pounded flank steak. It's marinated, pounded, and grilled, and delicious. I've had carne asada before. It's been a long time since I had it. The last time I had it, I absolutely loved it, okay? A enchilada. Now, I don't know what it says. Some kind of a special enchilada. I don't know what it is. I know it has cheese, but I don't know what else it is, okay? Fried, breaded, stuffed pepper. I think it's called like chili relleno or something like that. I've never had one of those before. That's something completely unique I've never had anywhere. A grilled stuffed pepper with breading and everything, like fried, okay? And then a taquito, chicken taquito, but I think the taquitos they have at this restaurant are huge. They're not like little skinny things, they're like big ass things. So it's kind of like a variety of things. And then I got their nachos like deluxe, and I added chicken, pulled chicken. So 4 kind of different things all in one platter. Plus, it also comes with rice and beans, I think. And then also nachos. So there's no way I'm eating all of that. But definitely it'll be cool to try all of that with you and rate it and let you know what I think of this stuff. So, awesome. Good stuff, right? Cool. So it's supposed to be coming between 4:09 to 4:19 p.m. it claims. But I don't know if... I don't know how that's going to turn out. Last time that we ordered food, which was the Christmas marathon, it was supposed to come around 4, and it didn't come till almost 5. So at that time, I was playing Resident Evil 4, and I ended up playing like an extra hour of the freaking game. In this case, we played a lot of I Am Fish. People were kind of bored, and I was like, well, I don't have enough time to really start something else. Let's just do a little bit of Q&A, okay? So awesome. Hobo X says, most of what you ordered is Americanized Mexican dishes. Well, as I said, there's a few things on the menu I was interested in. They had something that was like a stew, molcajete stew or something. And it was supposed to be slow cooked, and you could either get steak or something else. The problem was, do I really want to be ordering a Mexican stew that's going to be plopped into a plastic container, driven across town, probably show up lukewarm at best, and not be presented in the manner that it's intended to be eaten? Like, I'm sure if you go to the restaurant, right, and you actually get the stew, it probably comes in like a big bowl. I think it actually comes like a stone bowl, and they put all kinds of stuff on top of it and perfect. It wouldn't be the same, you see? Or, for example, they have a lamb shank. Great. But do I want a lamb shank that I'm paying, no exaggeration, I think it was like $30-something for the lamb shank. Do I really want to pay $30 for a lamb shank that's going to show up delivery, likely cold, jammed into a package? You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be as you should get it at the restaurant. And if that's the case, no, I don't want to be spending top dollar for these unique dishes that end up being crappy when they get delivered, okay? At least in this case, with what I got, I'm going to get a good variety of stuff. Okay. Oh, by the way, a couple of super chats just came in. So Guitar Player did a super chat and says, I had to go to the dentist this morning. Man, my mouth is still numb. No, strong Novocaine, huh? I'm sorry to hear you had to go to the dentist. It always sucks. Hope it wasn't so bad, and I hope you feel better. Hopefully your Novocaine will wear off. And you won't have residual pain. Rex Sterling just did a $10 super sticker. A dancing pear that says #1 fan. Okay. All right. I currently have the person there. Actually, they just wanted me to know that they're there waiting for the order to be ready. That's actually nice that the person just messaged me like that. Okay. So, thank you, Rex, for the super chat. So, by the way, guys, so far today's been great. Support's been great. Just on the stream, great viewership. Pretty consistent between 300 and 400 viewers. Likes, 175 likes and climbing. Seems like every time that we do something new, a new segment, more likes come in. That helps the stream for visibility purposes, so thank you guys for that. Super chats are great. I want to say we're at like $60 in super chats or something like that. Tips are great. 221. I'm trying to raise 300 for the day because it basically accounts for 2 separate streams that I normally would do. If we raise 300 by the end of today, that would be outstanding. When we hit 250, you guys get to pick a new hat for the second half of the stream. And when we hit 300, you get to pick a new vest for the second half of the stream. What games are left right now? We're going to be doing Quake after I eat my meal. And then, if there's time, which I feel like there will be, we're going to do some One Piece Pirate Warriors 4 to end the stream. So, good variety. 4 games, all completely different stuff today. Awesome. All right, let's get into Q&A with everybody here. Let's see. Jade says, are you ready to see Jurassic World Dominion? The old cast is in the movie. I heard about that they're bringing back the original cast members from the first Jurassic Park. Like Laura Dern and the guy, I forget the guy who played the scientist. Sounds good, but I'm not going to see it. Maybe I'll see it eventually on demand. I didn't even see the last one. I haven't seen the one that came out like several years ago. So, in Dead says, are you going to play WWE 2K22? Likely yes. Being that there's been such a long wait since the last one. And the fact that this one apparently has tons of improvements, graphical changes, gameplay changes, all kinds of new modes. Likely I'll be getting it next month. Yes. Will I play Elder Scrolls Oblivion at some point? At some point, likely yes. Anytime soon? Hell no. We're doing Skyrim this year. And Skyrim's going to take a long time to get through. If you haven't noticed, Skyrim will be played way less moving forward. Likely only like once a week at this point with all the new releases coming out that are going to take priority and precedence. But we'll get back to it. It will be back on the main schedule. And, you know, that's just another giant open world RPG to play in the future. Redemption Game says, I'm not a question, but just so you know, I've been enjoying your gameplay coverage. Thank you, Redemption. Pink Hugh says, what are you looking forward to most? A chicken tacos or beef burrito with rice? I'm not getting any of those things. There's no there's no tacos and no burrito at all. So. Okay. Pinocchio says, I've been gone for a while. How's the stream been going? Good. Good. Outer Wilds was good. I played about an hour, and we discovered a bunch of stuff on a couple of different planets. That'll lead to more investigation when I play again. And I Am Fish was very fun. 2 hours of I Am Fish. Between the flying fish stage and the piranha stage, it was a good variety of gameplay. Good music, too. Chill music. Storm P, yes, Horizon Zero Dawn on Friday. I'm playing it all day long. That's the premiere, and then it'll be a regular playthrough. Phantom of the Opera is yelling, can you unban Jason? As I said last night, there's a few people. It's not just Jason Voorhees. It's Jason Voorhees and Gorilla Pimp and 1 or 2 other people as well, who basically have been derailing the chat. And they all asked me for unbans, and basically I'm going to let them cool their jets. I'm going to let them come back when I feel like they've actually cooled down. I need to give them a few days to do that. I kind of feel like if I let them right back right away, they're just going to derail the chat again. So that's why you notice they're not in here today. They should be coming back maybe tomorrow. See how I feel. Anso Kamaru, to me, $1.50 says, I'm raging my nuts off when trying to get to the final level of Sifu at only age 20. I need to max shrine buffs for that fucking final boss. I keep dying in the 3rd stage at the stupidest of ways. Hope your stream is going well. Pray for me. Thank you, Anso Kamaru. Interesting. I'll be playing that on Tuesday. And I wonder how I'll do. If you're saying that the final boss is so hard, right? Damn. Interesting. I guess we'll see. All right. It says the food is on the way. However, the place is a good 15 to 20 minutes away. So we got to wait a little bit longer. What would you guys like to talk about while we wait for the food to arrive? When is Skyrim next? Oh, let me think about this. Tomorrow night, Sunday night, late stream is the next Skyrim session. Jim the Frog says, I almost bought an amber with a mosquito inside paperweight, but it's like $25. That's straight out of Jurassic Park 1, right? Yeah, I remember that's how they claimed that they cloned dinosaurs, that they found a fossilized mosquito in amber that was dead, but they were able, everything was preserved, so they were able to take the blood out of it, and it was actually dinosaur blood, and they used that broken DNA code and combined it with the blood of frogs to create a full genome strand, which allowed them to clone the dinosaurs, which of course was a terrible idea because they tried to make them all the same gender so they couldn't reproduce, except that certain frogs, have the ability to change their own gender when they want to reproduce, and they're in an all-gender environment of one kind, so they use the frog DNA to change their genders, grow penises, and have sex with each other. Life finds a way. Very nice. Will I do Vampire Dawnguard next? Probably not. I think we're doing Riften next. Right now, we're right next to Riften in Skyrim. So likely we'll go to Riften and do the quest there. I know for a fact that the Thieves Guild is there. I don't know what else is there, but I know Thieves Guild is there. So, Indead said, what am I most excited for this year, gameplay-wise, I'm assuming you're asking? I would say Elden Ring, and I would say the new God of War, Ragnarok. Those are probably the two games I'm most hyped for. HoboX asked, will I ever look into getting something to capture PS2 gameplay again? I really want to see you play Dragon Quest VIII sometime. Right now, I really don't know how to fix the PS3. Some people have told me different things, like factory resetting it might fix it. I don't know if I believe that. I could try. What I'm really hoping, honestly, is that they are going to do a PlayStation on-demand service like they're doing with, Xbox Game Pass. It certainly seems like all indications are for that is going to happen, that they're pushing towards that. There's been even things that they've patented and stuff that sounds like they're doing it. So I'm hoping that it's true. And maybe sometime by the end of this year, we'll have that service, and then I could play PS2 games again. Not to say that there's massive demand for PS1 or PS2 games, but I hear ya. When I have the ability to do, like, retro marathons and stuff, it sucks that I can't play certain games. I know. What a bummer that my fucking PS3 updates itself, system update, and then destroys its online connection. So it won't connect to PlayStation Network anymore. You tell me what they put into that console that screwed it up, because it certainly wasn't me. No, Jade, I do not currently watch One Piece. I only watched it for a very short period of time in the 2000s for like one plot line, and then I fell off. No, I'm never going to do reaction streams, Pink Hue. I'm not going to do Dragon Ball reaction streams. No. Expand Dong says, hope you consider playing Fire Emblem 3 Hopes in June, a quiet release month. I like the Three Houses playthrough. It would be fun to see characters you liked, like Bernadetta and Ferdinand again. There you go. Codeman says, where'd you get the Street Fighter figure? A fan donated it. A fan sent me the Blanca figure. And apparently it's from 2019 Funko Land of action figures. All right. Oh, I know. There was. The original line of PS3s had backwards compatibility. That's correct. I just happened to buy a PS3 the wave after that. Because I was a little bit of a late adopter to PS3. I bought it a couple years later when I was getting back into console gaming. What I really wanted to play was Uncharted. And everyone was saying, oh, Uncharted's the best console exclusive. You got to play it. So I went out and I bought my PS3, played Uncharted, loved it. And that was the model that didn't have it. I got it one generation kind of late. Twisted Resistor did a super chat. Says, how much do you enjoy playing God of War 4? When Kratos dug up the Blades of Chaos, I lost my shit. I thought it was outstanding. I thought that was the way you do it. If you take an old franchise that's been running a very long time and you want to refresh it, that's exactly how you do it. You take... What the hell happened? My keyboard's not working. You take the best elements of what was good about the previous franchise and you combine in with new things, like a much better story, better writing, better fleshed out characters. Is it resistor or resistor? Resistor. I spelled it right. Cool. But yeah, I think they did a great job. Because, man, I feel like the God of War formula was very stagnant. I really do. Like, after playing, what was it? God of War. It wasn't Judgment. Was it Ascension or something like that? It was the spin-off after 3. That game stunk. And I know it wasn't made by the same people who made the trilogy. But still, like, that's what they were doing with the franchise. It was very disappointing how bad it was. So I'm actually pleased that they basically rejuvenated the series in a very good way, in my opinion. Kyler just did a super chat. His thoughts on Hogwarts Legacy, Harry Potter in general. Hogwarts Legacy, I hope it's good. I'm interested in it. I hope it's a good game and not just some kiddie game or something that's you know, oversimplified. At the very same time, by the way, how did the tips? The tips are at 222 right now, by the way, not 22. There we go. What was I gonna say? Oh, so I really hope the game is good. I mean, the game right now is kind of going through a little bit of development hell with shifting of management and people developing the game being shuffled around. But I hope it turns out well. Harry Potter in general, I think it's all right. I'm not in love with it. I don't hate it. I think it's all right. I think there's some things about it that are silly and some things about it that are actually kind of cool. I've seen all the movies, and I'm in no desperate, like, I'm not someone who's a fan of, I want to see that movie 10 times. I've probably seen the first few like 2 or 3 times, and I probably see all the later ones like once. You know, I don't even know if I would ever go back and watch them again. Just being honest, they're all right. Yes, we know September 30th is God of War Ragnarok. You can stop spamming that now. Thank you. I spammed it like 40 times in the stream chat. My favorite type of pasta? Personally, my favorite type of pasta might be rotini. I like rotini because it's a good amount of pasta, but you get a lot of sauce because it's spiral. It usually catches a lot of sauce or whatever it is you're in your pasta. You have meat, chunks of tomato, maybe some grated cheese. It usually catches a lot of it on there. The tube style pasta is good too. The problem is it can be messy. If the sauce is too watery, sometimes it comes right out of the tube when you go to eat it, right? So I actually like rotini. That's my favorite. What happened to penne? I don't know. What happened to penne? Fuck penne. Rotini all the way. Hobo X says, Harry Potter is enjoyable at a surface level. People that are hardcore fans of it, they're just fooling themselves because the story falls apart under scrutiny. I wouldn't even know because I don't think I've ever given the story too much scrutiny. Neverop is asking, will I bring back MLB Chill streams with the new installment on Game Pass this year? First of all, I don't know when it comes out. I don't know what month it's coming out. I don't know if it's April, May. I don't think it's March, right? I think it's April, May. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me put it this way. I would consider it. It's on Game Pass, so there's no investment. You know, just jump right into it. Why not? At the very same time, last year it got pretty boring pretty fast. I would say after about, 2 weeks, we kind of got bored of it and we just dropped it, which is disappointing because I bought it. This year I don't have to buy it at least. So I would consider it. It's a maybe. Really depends because right now there's a ridiculous amount of games still coming out in February. I'm still juggling a ton. There's a ridiculous amount of games coming out in March already. So I don't know how far I'll be in these February games when I start taking on the March games and how far we'll be there. And also I'm playing Skyrim, a ridiculously long game and time consuming. So you know what I mean? Someone's making a stupid joke about, I guess, the truckers in Canada that I don't give 2 fucks about. And they did a super chat that said honk honk, but I think it's Justin Trudeau's face. He said, I love you, DSP. Shout out to the truckers. You fucking idiot. You're an idiot. Okay. Dan the Man has to me $6.66. Thank you, Dan. Is it true rain has lots of mass and weight? It depends actually on the volume. Because it could have mass and weight, but if there's low volume, then it doesn't matter. It's just like a trickle. If it's heavy volumes of rain coming down, then it could have both mass and weight. But it depends more on the volume. That's really the determining factor. So there you go. What is the most disappointing AAA game I ever played? AAA? Most disappointing AAA game that I ever played. Wow, a game that was supposed to be a blockbuster, but it completely disappointed me. The Last of Us 2. And it's not because of graphics, it's not because of gameplay, it's not because of sound, it's not because of level design, it's because of the plot. The Last of Us 1 had, in my opinion, one of the best plots I'd ever experienced in video games. The Last of Us 2, on the flip side, had one of the worst plots I've ever experienced in video games. So it ruined it for me completely. There you go. The food is almost here. Ooh. So pretty soon we're going to be going to Flavor Town. Right here live on the stream. I'll take you down to Flavor Town. Flavor Town, Mexico, that is. Hello, Jasper Kitty. Oh, did you guys hear that? How you doing, buddy? What are you up to? Jasper, what are you up to? What? Were you napping? Were you a sleepy kitty? Didn't you hear me playing silly games in here? You missed the fish. Jasper, you missed the fish. I thought that's the game you'd want to be in here for. And you missed them. You missed the fish, Jasper. Ah. Well, he's allowed in here. I don't know how he's going to affect me eating the food, though. I didn't even think about that. That he could be in here today. But I have no idea if he's going to be, like, distracted or try to eat the food. He might. Whenever we eat food and we get it delivered, he usually tries to sniff it and lick it. So. Okay. What? While you were sleeping, there's a super chat saying, would you put a webcam on your cat for Anonymous? I don't know what you're talking about. Anonymous. The former moderator who flipped his lid last year, lost his mind, and basically was a dickhead to everyone. And we haven't talked about in a year. No. I wouldn't do anything for Anonymous. How about that? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Would I try Russian food next marathon? I'm pretty sure there is no Russian food out here. I don't think I've ever seen a Russian restaurant. So. Pink Hughes, what's your favorite flavor? Tamal? Like, you mean like tamale or tamal? I think they're called tamales. I don't think I've ever had one. I've had burritos, enchiladas, tacos, fajitas, taquitos. I don't think I've ever had that. You can disagree completely. That's fine. Screeching, oh, I did not add your tip, Dan the Man. For some reason, I think I added $1 instead of $6. Yeah, I did. I should be $2.28, and I added $1 instead of $6, so it should be $2.28. Thank you, Dan the Man. Screwed that up. I'm so hungry, I screwed it up. But anyway, Screeching Candace, you have the ability to disagree with me. He says, I enjoyed Last of Us 2. I disagree with you completely. That's fine. There's no reason why you shouldn't disagree. If you like the story, good for you. If you like the story of Last of Us 2, there's no reason why that wouldn't be a Game of the Year contender for you then, you know? But for me, the story was the most important part. The story was the best part of Last of Us 1. The story of 2 was terrible for me, so it was literally a bad gaming experience. No, I'm not watching the Super Bowl Hong Kong. I'm streaming all day tomorrow. Have I had churros? I have had churros. Churros are delicious. Yes. What's up, Jade? Hello. Oh, he said hi, Jasper. He did the Jasper emote. How huge is Asian culture in my city? Asked Magneto. He said, I heard it's a major influence. Tons. We have Asian markets, Asian supermarkets, Asian restaurants, there's actually like Asian parts of town where when you drive through there, all the businesses are Asian owned and even everything's in, you know, different languages. When you drive through, it's that big of an influence. Our local mall has a ginormous Asian market in it with all different food of the Philippines and things like in a fast food court. So it has its own normal fast food court where you would eat regular like fast food at the mall, and then it has a second fast food court that's just Asian food that has like Jollibee and stuff like that. Yeah, that's how big it is out here. It's ginormous. My favorite Italian word? Buongiorno. I don't have a favorite Italian word. How ridiculous. How ridiculous. The food's about to be here, by the way. It should be here any moment. This is the guy just arrived at the front gate. He's in. He's delivering at any moment now. Cool. Kat's good. She's at work. She'll be home soon. She gets her new hours. She usually gets out around 6:30, so she usually gets home between 6 and 7. So that's why I start the stream, and then usually she arrives home And so I go spend some time with her. I want to hear about her day, you know, talk to her before I start my second stream. So typically, I get to spend a little bit of time with her before I start my stream, but she just arrives home in time for that. Do I miss East Coast bagels and pizza? Yes and yes, Amplatory. Double yes. You can smell the food? That's amazing. Wow. They've really improved streaming technology if you guys can smell the food. It's arriving any moment. He's going to be here in a second. So, yeah, there's nothing you can do. Cat's food will be cold, but she's just going to warm it up. It's fine. It's fine. She's just happy we're getting the good food today. Because we didn't know if it was going to be either Mexican or Vietnamese that would win. So she told me 2 different things that she wanted. And, you know, one she loves. And, like I said, the nachos, there's no way I'm eating all those nachos myself. I'll have some, and I'll save a lot for her. She can have nachos, and then, but she also ordered. So. Kung Fu Hustle, how many hours does Kat get at work? She's full-time. She's full-time now. But this is the thing, like, her job, she's changed jobs, responsibilities, positions, places where she actually physically works. Like, she's jumped around a million times in, like, the last year. And never has it been, like, consistent, and then things go wrong, and then she has to change it. It's been stupid. And now she's into this another new one, and now we don't know if this one's going to work out. It's like, it is what it is. No, Kat does not have today off. She's working today. Our day off is Monday. Do we have Korean barbecue here? We do. But most of the Korean barbecue that we have is like, you go there, and you can make your own stuff. You know, Korean barbecue, typically they bring the food to your table and you can cook it there or have it there. It's like a community kind of a meal. There's not necessarily like a lot of food to order. You know what I'm saying? I just heard the doorbell. You guys heard that? I think the food's here. All right, guys, let's end this little Q&A and I'm going to go get the food. Awesome.